So, who should run the economy when you've got a woman president? Her husband, of course.
Oh my God.
My husband, who I'm going to put in charge of revitalizing the economy, because, you know, he knows how to do it. And especially in places like coal country and inner cities and other parts of our country that have really been left out.
So relieved. Yeah. Hillary says if you elect her a female, you get a male to handle the economy, which I guess gives Hillary more time to stay home and bake cookies.
I suppose I could have stayed home and baked cookies and had tea.
It's weird campaigning as the first woman, then selling the man. Imagine voting for President Obama because he's the first black president, and instead you get Ted Nugent. Bill doesn't mind, of course. He loves the work, and he knows women and their checkbooks. The only thing they can balance are plates when clearing the dinner table. Am I right, Bill? That's the sexist commentary Hillary's promise invites, and it's disgusting, Dana. Here we are on the verge of a historical moment, the first female president, and she's saying, don't fret, America. My hubby's going to handle the hard stuff because all those numbers are so confusing. Math is so hard. Dividends, remainders. I just round up. Isn't it strange? Gender has been the crux of her sales pitch all this time until now when her campaign is struggling. Suddenly competence, which breeds peace of mind, matters. The lesson Hillary seems to be imparting, vote for me, but you get the dude instead. In business terms, that's called a bait and switch, one that most Americans, frankly, wouldn't mind. Dana, you were tweeting about this last night. You were...
Yes, I'm glad I inspired you.
Yeah, yes, of course you did.
No, but it did bug me. When I first heard that she had said this, I thought, wait a second. So we are supposed to want to vote for the first woman president.
Yes.
So that her husband can handle the most important issue, according to Americans, the economy. The other thing is that I think it is more persuasive when she says, and her supporters say, Hillary is the one running for president. Bill Clinton is not running for president. So they try to separate it out and say his character issues and his past should have no bearing on her because she is running. He is just her supportive husband. Well, now he's going to be in charge of running the economy.
But see, that I think, Kimberly, she knows that hurts her. The 2-for-1 is her only selling point. Used to be gender, now it's 2-for-1.
No, yeah, she's really shot herself in the foot this time. But here's the best part. Fine, let Bill handle the economy. If the man wants to pay the bills, too, like pay off the debt with all those Goldman Sachs speeches that they get to do. I mean, she doesn't realize her whole thing is, vote for me, I'm the woman, I can handle it, I've got the experience. And first thing she does about the #1 issue in all the exit polls is the economy and jobs. And she says, don't worry. Twofer, we're going to get Bubba to do it. I mean, it makes like it's craziness.
I think I figured this out. No, I don't think it's any of that.
But don't you think the economy was a myth in the 90s?
Yes, yes. And here are the numbers. Reaganomics came in. The reason why Bill did so well is because of Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan came in 1980 and left in 88. In 80, GDP was negative 0.3%. When he left, it was 7.91% annualized. Inflation dropped from 13% down to 4%, and unemployment went from 8 down to 5. Great times. Poverty down, taxes down, real income up. So he had this massive amount of momentum going forward. H.W. Bush, 4 years, and then Clinton takes over. And to his credit, Bill Clinton actually helped out. He also kept the momentum going. He had a great 8 years economically. But one thing happened under Bill Clinton that Hillary Clinton will never mention, and this is because it's part of her campaign's platform in 2016. Under Bill Clinton, income inequality spiked to its widest part in modern history. So under Bill, incomes went way up for the top 1%, while they went up for the lower, but not nearly as high. And here's why. Because he deregulated Wall Street. And what I think this is all about, this whole thing, not because the husband's going to take care of the economy, it's her hat tip to Wall Street saying, this guy was good to you in the 90s. He'll be good to you again if you elect me president, and that'll keep that money flowing for her.
Interesting.
Wow. You know how else he balanced the budget?
Wrap your head around that.
Republicans took over in '94 and forced his hand.
Well, let me just say, this is very curious to me. So, according to this theory, Jimmy Carter is the one who's to get responsibility and all the credit for what Ronald Reagan did in the 80s. Because
he buried the economy so bad.
No, because he kept inflation down. Is that the theory? You know, because I learned so much on this show every day.
Skyrocketed under Jimmy Carter.
No, but then he put in maneuvers, and not only that, he put in a lot of the deregulation that then, of course, accrued to Ronald.
You know what? Stick to the numbers.
I'm sticking to the numbers.
None of that is accurate.
Under Ronald Reagan, things got better. Under Bill Clinton, things got better. But I will say this. I think all of you are wrong.
Income inequality is a massive issue for
Hillary
Clinton.
I agree.
Is it not?
Absolutely.
And under Bill Clinton, it spiked to its widest margin in modern history.
Please.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm going to say we're approaching the widest margin right now. But let me just move on and just say this. I think this is really about Kentucky. Because we got a Kentucky primary tonight. And guess what? Bill Clinton won twice in Kentucky. I think he's the last Democrat.
That's a good point.
Okay. And the second thing to say is Bill Clinton's favorability rating, I think, is 57, something like that, %. The guy is extremely popular. So there's a nostalgia play being made here by Hillary Clinton. She's saying the economy was great during the 90s. Don't forget that. And I'm going to put Bill Clinton here as part of my team. Now, the question is, well, so what is he? Is he Treasury Secretary? Is he on the Council of Economic Advisors? Is he liaison to the Chamber of Commerce? I don't know.
I could put him in charge of health care.
Ah, there you go. I don't know. I just assumed she would take the back seat to no man, especially Bill. All right, up next, the senior